Hi everyone! I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Today I'm going to be showing you my golden age of Hollywood makeup tutorial. This is one of my favorite styles to do. It's just so simple and elegant, and I don't know, it's clean, it's fresh, and it's one of my favorite looks. Personally, I do this look for more formal occasions and like going out to dinner, things like that. So let's jump right into this and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you want to do for this look, obviously hydrate your skin, so use some sort of moisturizer. I also typically at night will exfoliate my skin using the Body Shop's Drops of Youth Peel Exfoliator. I'm currently out of that, so I didn't get a chance to do that, but I personally do that at night. I don't do any form of skin cleansing in the morning, just because I found when I was doing that, it was causing my skin to break out more. I'll explain all that in another video. But yeah, so my skin has been it's moisturized and it's ready to go. So I'm going to start with the Pixie primer. Just sort of a little bit. You don't need too much. Just like medium amount. You can use any kind of primer. It's best if you use a poreless primer because for this look you really want it to be extra flawless. Almost like porcelain. I really like this primer just because it has a little bit of tint to it, so it sort of helps even out your skin a little bit. Okay. Next thing is color correcting. You can skip this step if you don't have to color correct, but I have a lot of just red acne scars, so I'm right now using the e.l.f. color correcting palette. I'm going to go in with the green shade and just put that on my problem areas, and I'm just using a small concealer brush. I honestly don't know where I got this, which means it's probably time to get a new one. It's fine. Alright, and then I'm just going to blend those in. And then once I've mostly blended it, I go in with my Real Technique sponge. I have used the Beauty Blender sponges. The reason why I use the Real Technique sponge, or well, blender I guess, is just because of this straight edge. There we go. I don't use it in this look, but sometimes when I do my contour, I like this just straight edge just to kind of swipe down a little bit, but yeah. Again, another video. Alright, so once you've color corrected, you can go on to just concealing the rest of your face. Today I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer, and I'm just going to conceal underneath my eyes to help brighten it up. And then I just go back over those areas that I already color corrected just to give it a little more coverage. Side note, I know this is supposed to be like a simple look, but the foundation routine for this is, at least for my skin, because I do have so much acne and different things, it's a lot. Fair warning. Alright, and then I'm just going to blend these spots out with my sponge. And then one more step, I just go in with my Derma Blend. It's the Leg and Body Cover. It is a concealer, even though it's in this giant tube. It's a really good concealer. Sometimes if I'm being lazy, I'll use it as my foundation, but I'm just going to take just a really small amount on my hand. I just dip my concealer brush into it, and I'm just going to apply it on, I apply it on my cheeks just because that's where my main problem spot is. Sometimes I'll also apply it on my chin, but today I'm just going to apply it on my cheek. Just again, for that little bit of extra coverage. I actually love this Derma Blend. It gives a really nice coverage. It does work as a foundation. I don't think it's supposed to, but it can work as a foundation. Like I said, I will sometimes use it just as a foundation. And then I just kind of blend it, like with whatever's up in the sponge, I'll just blend it around just to even out the color a little bit. Okay, so once you have all that cake on, it's time to cake one more thing on, and that is your foundation. So I'm using the MAC, what is this? The MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. This does have SPF 15 in it. I try to use foundation and moisturizer with SPF in it just because, I mean, it's important to protect your skin. Alright, so I just take some on my hand and I just kind of dot it all around. Side note, I have a mirror right next to the camera, so if you see me kind of what appears to be looking off into the distance, I'm just looking at a mirror. Alright. And then if there's any left on my hand, I just wipe it up with my sponge and then start to blend all of this in. By the way, this is also dampened. I don't use these guys dry at all. It helps with blending it when it's been dampened a little bit. Okay, so once you have that base foundation done, I'm going to go in and do just a very slight contour. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour palette, and I'm going to use, hold on, this color right here in Fawn, and I'm just going to take, again, my little concealer brush. Reason why I use my concealer brush for this is because I want some of that light concealer to mix in with this darker shade, because I do want this just to be a very subtle contour. I don't want it to be too harsh. Now if you're having trouble finding your contour line, here's my tip for you. Take like a minuscule amount of contour and just pop it on the center of your brush, just like that, okay? This is the weirdest trick I've ever done, beauty hack, what have you, I've probably ever done. Now first, using the clean side of your brush, you're gonna wanna draw a line from the tip of your ear to your lip. So, like so. Once you find that line, then you can kind of just dot it there, and then you'll have a little mark as to where your line should go. I'm sorry. It's the silliest hack, but it works. It works. And then you just continue that line down, just straight. It just I don't know, it helps me find the spot, okay? But yeah, I just draw about halfway down. Like I said, I don't want it to be that far. I do just naturally have a pretty well-defined contour line. I don't know why, but if you are having trouble, it works. It really does work. Okay, so then once you have your line, I'm just going to blend this. I'm not going to be using any highlight for this. I just want a very subtle contour. If you want to do a highlight, I mean, you most definitely can. You can even just do like a lighter shade down here. But I just do a contour. Just like that. Lovely. Okay. And then after that, I take my e.l.f. just translucent powder, and okay, this is the tricky part. Okay. Actually, no, I'm gonna do something else first. First, I'm I'm going to take my Bare Minerals Blemish Ready powder, and I'm just going to swirl my fluffy brush in that, and I'm just going to dust this over my forehead, over my nose, tricky part, underneath the contour line, on top of the contour line. You can kind of blend it on top of the contour line. It's not really gonna make too big of a difference. I just really like using this one again because it gives you a little bit more coverage. Okay, then I'm gonna backtrack. And I'm going to use my kabuki, my little kabuki brush, this little small guy, with my e.l.f. translucent powder. Oh, I made a mess. Oopsie. I just tapped some into the lid. And this I just put on top of the contour. If you're wondering if I purposely made this more complicated for you and for myself, the answer is no, it just sort of happened that way. Side note, I also don't even know if I'm doing makeup right. I could be doing this totally wrong, but whatever. This is just what has worked for me and my skin. Alright, once you've kind of set your foundation and everything, I like to take just a little tiny bit of the, well, I like to put just a little bit of blush on my cheeks. I'm using the NYX Ombre Fard Ombre. Sure. Oh, that's, wow. I have not finished my coffee yet. See, it's still right here. Should probably finish that. Take two. I am using the NYX Ombre Blush in the shade Mauve Me. Just a nice little, like a dusty rose color almost. I usually also use like a nice hot pink for this. Again, because I've just recently moved, I can't find my hot pink, but this will work just as well. For this, just use whatever blush shade is going to work for your skin tone. I'm just going to dust a little bit of that on my cheeks. Yeah, but whatever blush is going to work for your skin tone, you use that. This is just a color I really love and adore. Okay, so once you've done all that, I just like to buff it out with the little kabuki brush that I have, just to make everything smooth and pretty. Right. Onto eyes. I don't have an eyebrow routine. I never have. Maybe I will one day. So I'm just going to go straight to my eyes. I'm using two palettes for this. I'm using the Naked 3 palette and then also the original Naked palette. So I'm going to start with the Naked 3 palette. And I'm just going to use the dual-ended brush that's in there. I'm going to use the fluffier side. And I'm going to go in with, what color is this? Strange. I'm going to go in with this first shade, Strange. And I'm just going to apply that on my brow bone just to kind of give it a little bit of a highlight. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with this color, great. I'm going to go in with this color Limit, and I'm going to use just a, I don't even know what this is called, a smudging brush? Sure. I just go in with this, my little smudging brush, and I'm going to go in with Limit, and I'm just going to apply this right on my eyelid. Alright, and then next I'm going to go in with the Naked palette, and I'm going to use the color Naked in there, it's that third shade, and I'm going to use a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to define my crease, just a little bit. It doesn't need to be too harsh, just slightly in there. Lovely. Right, and then the eyeliner, I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. And I'm going to do just a small winged eye. I'm not going to make it too dramatic, just a very subtle wing. And then as per usual, one wing will look better than the other. That's okay, because we're going to then put on our Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It is just the regular one. It's sparkly because it's the birthday bottle. And yeah, I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. This is my favorite mascara. I've tried a lot of different mascaras over the years. This is by far my favorite. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, and then to complete the look, I'm going to top it off with just a lovely red lip. Today I'm just using, it's the CoverGirl, what is this, Seduce Scarlet 310, just to really show off the lip. So how I touch it up is I just use, actually I'm not going to use this mirror. I use like a compact mirror, and I just kind of dot it along my finger along my lip, and I just spread it out. Let's just make sure that the color is even. Alright, so that is my Hollywood, golden age of Hollywood makeup tutorial. It takes a lot to get from start to here, but it is one of my favorite looks. It's probably the look, I do most for more formal outings, just because it is so simple. Yeah, it does look a little more on the elegante side. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want to see more videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you guys on my vintage journey. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye!